Welcome to the English Story Well channel, your ultimate destination for captivating stories that enhance your English learning journey. Here, we believe that stories are not just a form of entertainment, but a powerful tool to improve your language skills. Let's go to started.
Anna was a 20-year-old student who lived in a small town. She loved reading books in English and watching English movies, but there was one problem. She couldn't speak English confidently. Whenever she tried to talk in English, she felt nervous. She knew the words but couldn't form sentences quickly enough to have a smooth conversation. Her dream was to work at an international company where English was the main language. However, she knew that without improving her speaking skills, her dream would remain far away. One day, her friend Lisa told her about a technique called shadowing. Lisa said, "Shadowing helped me speak better English. You just need to repeat what you hear right after a native speaker says it." Anna became curious. She thought, maybe this is the method that will help me speak English more fluently. From that moment, Anna began her journey with shadowing, and it changed her life. Anna started by learning what shadowing really meant. Shadowing is a technique where you listen to someone speaking in English, and you try to repeat everything they say right after them. It's like being the speaker's shadow. This technique helps you improve your pronunciation, rhythm, and understanding of English conversation. Lisa explained to Anna that the best way to start was by choosing easy videos or audio clips with slow, clear English. Anna felt excited. This sounds like something I can do, she thought. So, Anna found a short English conversation on YouTube and played it. The first time she listened, she only focused on understanding the words. Then, she listened again and began to repeat what the speaker said. It wasn't easy at first. Anna found herself pausing too much, and she couldn't keep up with the speaker. But Lisa had warned her that this was normal in the beginning. Shadowing takes practice and patience. Anna wanted to start with simple and short conversations, so she looked for beginner-level videos where people spoke slowly and clearly. She found a video titled Daily English Conversation for Beginners. The conversation was about ordering food in a restaurant. The first line was, "Hello, may I have the menu, please?" Anna paused the video and repeated, "Hello, may I have the menu, please?" She focused on saying the sentence exactly like the speaker. She repeated this process for every line in the conversation. The more she practiced, the better she became at copying the rhythm and intonation of the native speakers. By doing this, Anna began to understand how English speakers connect their words. She learned how they used pauses, how their voices went up and down, and how they made the sentences flow naturally. Anna realized that she needed to make shadowing a part of her daily routine if she wanted to improve quickly. She decided to practice for 30 minutes every day. In the morning, while brushing her teeth or making breakfast, she would listen to English conversations and repeat them. Sometimes, she even practiced shadowing while taking a walk. This way, she didn't need extra time from her busy schedule to practice speaking. Each day, Anna chose different topics to shadow. Sometimes, she practiced conversations about shopping, and other times, she worked on conversations about travel or daily activities. She even tried shadowing her favorite English songs to make the learning process more fun. One thing that Anna learned early on was the importance of listening carefully before trying to speak. Shadowing was not just about repeating words, it was about understanding how native speakers speak. Anna started paying close attention to how people pronounced words, the speed at which they spoke, and how they emphasized certain words. She learned that in English, people don't always pronounce every word clearly. For example, going to often sounds like gonna, and want to sounds like wanna. This was new for Anna, but it helped her sound more natural when she spoke. Anna made sure to listen to each conversation 2 or 3 times before trying to shadow it. This way, she could really focus on how the speakers were talking, making it easier for her to repeat the sentences smoothly. After a few weeks of practicing shadowing, Anna noticed a big change in her pronunciation. She used to struggle with certain sounds in English, like the th sound in words like this or that. But after repeating these words many times through shadowing, her pronunciation improved a lot. She also felt more fluent. Before, she would pause and think about what to say next during conversations. But with shadowing, She was training her brain to think in English without translating from her native language. This made her sentences flow more naturally. One day, while talking to Lisa, Anna said, "I'm really starting to feel more confident when I speak English." Lisa smiled and replied, "That's because you're training your brain to speak like a native speaker. Shadowing helps you build that natural rhythm." As Anna grew more comfortable with short conversations, she decided to challenge herself. She began shadowing longer English dialogues from her favorite movies and TV shows. She started with simple shows, like children's programs, where the language was easier to understand. At first, it was difficult to keep up with the fast pace of the conversations. But Anna didn't give up. She listened to each sentence several times, repeating them until she could say them smoothly. By shadowing TV shows, Anna not only practiced her speaking skills, but also learned a lot about how people express emotions through their words. She noticed how the tone of someone's voice could change depending on whether they were happy, sad, or angry. This made her English sound more natural and expressive. One day, Anna had an idea. "Why don't I record myself while shadowing?" she thought. By doing this, she could listen to her own voice and compare it to the native speakers in the video. Anna used her phone to record herself while shadowing a conversation from a YouTube video. When she listened to the recording, she noticed that she was speaking too quickly in some parts and too slowly in others. But she also realized that her pronunciation was much better than when she first started. Recording herself became a regular part of Anna's practice. It allowed her to hear her progress and find areas where she could improve. She felt more motivated each time she listened to her recordings and heard how much better she was becoming. Anna knew that shadowing was a great way to improve her speaking skills, but she also needed real-life practice. So, she asked Lisa if they could have short English conversations every day. Lisa agreed, and they started practicing together. Sometimes, Anna used the sentences she learned from shadowing in her conversations with Lisa. This made her feel more confident because she knew how to say the words correctly. Lisa was impressed with how much Anna had improved. "You sound so much more natural now," Lisa said. "Shadowing is really helping you." Anna smiled. She was proud of her progress and felt more comfortable speaking English in real-life situations. One of the great benefits of shadowing was that Anna was constantly learning new vocabulary. Whenever she heard a word she didn't know, she would pause the video and look up the meaning. Then, she would write the word down in her notebook and practice using it in sentences. For example, she learned the word appointment from a conversation about going to the doctor. She then practiced saying, "I have an appointment with a doctor at 3 p.m." until she could say it confidently. By combining shadowing with vocabulary learning, Anna was building a strong foundation for her English speaking skills. She wasn't just repeating words, she was also understanding their meanings and learning how to use them in different situations. Before Anna started shadowing, she always felt nervous when speaking English. But after months of practice, she noticed that her confidence had grown. She was no longer afraid to speak English in public or with strangers. One day, Anna visited a cafe where many tourists came. She overheard a couple from the UK trying to order food but having trouble understanding the menu. Anna saw this as an opportunity to use her English. She walked over to them and said, "Excuse me, do you need help with the menu?" The couple smiled and thanked her. They asked her a few questions, and Anna answered them with confidence. This was the first time she had helped someone in English without feeling nervous. Shadowing had not only improved her speaking skills, but also given her the confidence to use those skills in real-life situations. As Anna continued practicing shadowing, she found new ways to make it fun. She started shadowing her favorite English songs, trying to sing along with the singers. She also watched comedy shows and repeated the funny lines. By making shadowing enjoyable, Anna stayed motivated to practice every day. She no longer saw it as a difficult task, but as a fun way to learn and improve her English. After 6 months of practicing shadowing, Anna had become a much better English speaker. She was able to have long conversations without feeling nervous or unsure. Her pronunciation was clear, and her sentences flowed naturally.
Whether you're a beginner or an advanced learner, Our carefully curated stories cater to all levels, making learning English enjoyable and effective. Join our community of language enthusiasts and let the magic of storytelling transform your learning experience. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell to stay updated with our latest videos. Dive into English Story Well, where every story is a step towards mastering English.